Hey everybody, just thought I'd do a quick video on what I'm currently working on. Got some goodies from Model Truckin to go on it. Is everybody sitting down? I actually broke out the airbrush and painted. uh, the frame needs about one more coat because in some areas it didn't get the brown very good. That damn orange does not like being covered up. But it's like a chocolate metallic brown. Got a little tiny spot right back here where the paint came off. It had dried for 2 days. I don't know why it came off. It was stuck to the turntable. Engine is gold. And the injector lines, it's just sitting in there. The injection lines will be covered up by the exhaust manifold, but you can see how they're in there. Here's my hand shaking again. I've still got to paint the fifth wheel, plate, air cleaner, battery boxes. I got to do a lot of touch up. Belts painted. Starter got a little detail. Alternator got a little detail. Turbo's ready to go on. I was basically just waiting on the decals. Exhaust manifold rusted, but I'm not really happy with it. I think what had happened was the iron in that rust paint that I have had settled, and I didn't shake it good enough or stir it, so not a lot of iron got on there before I applied the second part. And I put another coat, but that stuff is really thick, and I don't want it to look all, muddled up. Here's the goodies I got from Jerry Reeder at Model Truckin. modeltruckin. One word. modeltruckin.com. These are all filter and chassis decals. Got Mac filter decals and Mac frame chassis decals. I can stabilize my damn hand here. I just drank a big 44-ounce soda, so I'm like, blah. And then generic filter decals. Fleet Guard, Detroit, all kinds of good stuff. Right, guess I'll get it all on the screen there. And you can get all these from Jerry at Model Truckin. I just sent him a question. I don't know if he's seen it yet, but not. I don't know if you're supposed to clear coat these before you try to use them, but you may have to, and I'm waiting for a reply back from him. I've got a ton of decals from him. I've never asked, or if I did, I don't remember. And then I'm not sure if I want to go with this or not. I'm using a photo etch grill from Czech Truck Model, Czech Truck Model, CZECH truckmodel.com. I'm using their photo etch kit for the grill, and they give you this, which goes behind the main grill. And the grill itself is 2 pieces. You see, you got your screen and your frame for your grill. And then this little piece here goes behind the screen. Well, instead of using this thin little piece of metal, what I've done is I've taken the kit grill and I sanded a good amount off the face so that it now sits flush in the front of the cab. Like so. And then I'm going to put the photo etch grill and frame over this. So it'll be like that. And then this will be over that. And the photo etch is a tiny bit bigger than the plastic kit grill. Just a tiny bit. And now that I've removed the lip off of the kit grill, it's even more, you know, bigger, side to side, up top to bottom. And what that's going to do is it's going to hide the seam. I won't have to mess with the seam around the grill. But I'm not sure if I want to leave it. I put this sheet plastic on here, and for one, I'd have to sand my interior a bit to get it to fit in there. I don't know if I showed. I made a bunch of videos on this truck, and they're all in my Fotkey albums, and I can't get them from my Fotkey over here to YouTube. But what I do with my truck interiors, especially AMT, I don't like the bucket shape, the V shape. So I put sheet plastic on the bottom. And as you can see, it's the new floor. And then I fill in the seam along here. I added some sheet plastic here to take up the gap, as well as back here. I'll show you what it looks like in the cab here. Didn't come out as perfect as I wanted, but see how much nicer that looks? You don't have the big gaps on the side over here. And I could go and add more detail, like some ribbing, structural ribbing, you know, cables, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to go that far. When I go that far, I never finish the project. So I try to, you know, tell myself, no, just build it as is. You know, stop trying to super detail everything. But let's see what the cab, I haven't seen the cab on here yet. Oh, I guess I can't. See, the grill right now, it won't even fit. If I force it, it will. Get in there. Real tight fit, but I don't know if I'm going to want to see that sheet plastic right there. You know, I know it's under the cab and hidden and everything, but I guess it's not too bad. I'm going to put some insulation in here too, so that'll hide a little bit of it. But let's put this little guy on here. Boy, I don't like that paint. That paint came out thicker than I expected. It's Model Master enamel. I thinned it with lacquer thinner, but that's what it looks like with the cab on. Also, you got to be careful when you're shooting paint on these chassis. When you tighten things up, like the steering, you got to be careful because it's stuck, man. I was like, oh, great. You know, don't tell me it's not going to steer. But I was real careful with it, and luckily, you know, I put those nails in all the joints, so it made it stronger. And don't say UPS truck. I know I'm going to hear UPS truck. No, it's custom. It's metallic brown. There's a difference, and there's no UPS labels. I want to get some decals. I'm building a Brochure truck. It was on the cover of the Brochure, but there's not enough pictures for me to get really nice decals made. I don't have side shots, back shots, nothing. All I have is a front-on shot. And I'd really like to have those decals made, but, you know, I may just go with the metallic brown. I can always add them later, you know. They won't be able to be clear-coated, but I could always add them later. But I'll show you with the cab tilt. There's your rear. And if you saw how I put these little bumps on here, they sit right in the cradles of the new cab mounts. So it's looking good. I'm happy with it so far. It's going to have brown battery boxes on the Brochure truck. They're brown on the bottom and chrome on top. And if I get the clear for the Molotov chrome, I'll do it like that. But if not, I'll just shoot them brown. But the air tanks for sure are chrome. And I've redone the air tanks. I don't think I showed how I did the air tanks. Let's see if I can find them here. I don't like seams. It seems that I don't like seams. Put some whirls on it. Oh, great. I close up the hole. I guess it was so tight that I have to drill the hole out to get the axle in. What I like to do with my, air tanks, things like that, I do the method where I put them on my plate, my sanding plate, 1/4 inch thick aluminum. I sand. I never use locating pins. Locating pins can actually misalign a part. They can help you to make sure you get the right part glued to the right part. You just got to be careful with that. But when you sand them, there's no putty on this. When you sand them so flat that they glue together with almost no seam, they come out like this. And what I did was I cut the little tip off, sanded them really nice and smooth. That looks kind of funny. Sanded them really nice and smooth. Then I drilled them and I put some plastic rod for the little, don't be getting dirty, for little boo-boos on the ends. And all this will be chrome. I'm debating if I want to paint the brackets brown. I think that would look really nice, but that'd be a lot of taping and a lot of work. And it really won't be that seen. See, that's my problem. I'm like, oh, I could do this, and then I do it, and you can't even see it on the built model. See if I can mock up the turbo. Just like I put these injection lines on here, and they really won't really be seen. Something else I put on here that's not really able to be seen, or that you can tell, is this screen right here. That comes from Czech Truck Model. It's a little photo etch screen. I added these little pieces of square strip to give it some depth. Did all the puttying on the corners. There was big gaps in the corners here on both sides. I puttied those all in. Puttied the exhaust outlet shut, because when you put the manifold on, you can see a hole around the manifold. But let's see here. Painted this the other day. Better be dry. I'm debating if I want to put a feed line, an oil feed line, and a drain line for the turbo. It's hard to snug it, but that's how it'll look with the turbo and the exhaust manifold on there. And the holes will be hidden. It's not against the engine like it's supposed to be. But you see how it hides the injection lines? They're way in there. You still see them over here though. And I did put the oil or the water filter on so far. It's going to get a little decal. I got to put 2 little chrome clamps on the lower radiator hose. What else? I got to redo my fenders. It's really hard to glue these brackets on here and not get any glue, seeping out from under them. I use epoxy, actually a little seeped out right here, but you can see with epoxy, it'll scrape off. It's not scraping off, but with what I do is I take a piece of like a toothpick, or a popsicle stick and wet the end, and then just sit here and rub back and forth, and it'll take it off. But these little guys, I made brackets for them. I'm debating if I want to paint the brackets. I don't know if you can see. Just some little detail. The mounts with two little nuts. The paint went on so thick it kind of messed them up. I'm probably not going to be able to get this thing on here. Not with it. I got to re-drill the holes. But, you know, you get the idea. Alright. I just wanted to share what I'm doing today. I'll be making another video here in a little bit. So stay tuned. I appreciate all my subscribers. I hope I'm making videos you guys enjoy. You know, I've got some suggestions so far. If there's other things you want to see, let me know. And if I have it, I'll just try to do it for you. Alright. See ya.